What up, world? What's going on, everybody? I'll wait for some folks to come in here, start up the video, throw a song on while I'm waiting for some people. Watcher Crazy, what's up, girl? What are you up to? What am I smoking tonight? I rolled up some LA Pop Rocks crossed with purple push pop. But hey, how'd you get banned from? I forgot to ask you. How'd you get banned from Rat Trap City's channel? What kind of craziness were you talking over there to get banned over there? Somebody came in there asking something about you getting in there. I don't know, one day, so that's what made me even think about it. Waiting on to get out of church. Oh, okay, I got you. You have no idea? That's weird. He doesn't usually block people for no reason. I don't know. Let me see. I know sometimes you get wild though, so I didn't I didn't know what it was about. Hey David James, what's up, buddy? Good to see you too. Let me mod you so I know it's really you when you're in here. I just do this for everybody I know. This way, nobody comes in here pretending to be you and, you know, saying some bullshit. And then people are like, oh, people were in KingDom's channel saying blah, blah, blah. And it wasn't even real. It makes. All right, we got a couple people in here now. What's going on, everybody? Oh, damn. That shit is some choke. Yeah, it ain't nice here. Actually, I think it was warmer earlier in New York here today, but it's fucking cold. I can't take it. But today it was actually warmer for sure because when I woke up I was hot and I ain't never hot. Not in New York. $43 degrees. Yeah, that ain't no good, Sybil. That's too cold. 74. You're in Texas or somewhere though, Watcher. Of course it's warm where you're at. Yeah, the weather's definitely not bad in Cali. I'll give Cali that. You got all the commies and shit, but the weather ain't bad. All right, hold up.
Lion has escaped from the zoo. Police say a lion has escaped from the zoo. Police say a human has escaped from the zoo. Police say nothing has escaped the zoo.
Before tonight's performance, we must first acknowledge that this theater was built on stolen land, Native American, and that these chairs were stolen from a black church recently. And I grabbed this necklace off an Asian lady outside.
I found the bitch who took our chairs.
Welcome to the future of transportation.
A really steep hill. 1,000% faster than
the future of transportation. This is really where our world, our country's headed. A really steep hill.
Traditional stairs. Fully accessible.
I invented this!
I'm Spartacus. That is him. Get him. He's the one. Let's go. Wait, no. I thought we were doing a whole thing. Get the creature.
I won't lose you. It's you. Truly you.
It's the guy who disappeared with our taxes. Get him.
We all know George has wooden teeth. That's why Thomas Jefferson's wife has so many splinters in her coochie. You'll find George's likeness on the side of quarters, specifically his slaves' quarters.
I've been
ADHD TV.
trying and trying, but he isn't present with me.
And Robert, how do Samantha's words make you feel?
I'm gooning! I'm gooning!
Let's learn some useful English.
You are not my son!
The donkey did an 11 September to my bikini zone. The prostitute snake did that on its own.
Dad, do you think Buddy's going to heaven?
Of course he's not, son. He killed a lot of people. Now pick up that shovel. We've still got a lot more to bury.
It's a little too dry for me.
Don't put this in the Bible!
Oh, pour the beer!
Sarah, your neighbors were so inspired by your story, over 100 volunteered to help out.
They completed the entire demo in 5 minutes. Then they chased away our contractors.
And sent us this message.
Leave this place, hussy.
I have a tale of salamander, unicorn horn.
In some old bay. Season your damn food, you raggedy bitch.
In some old bay. Yeah, I'm down, MRH, for sure. You already know.
When my base is fully there's too much chicken grease on the controls. I can't. Me saw how you say a top dominant.
Hey, didn't you get fired?
Yeah, I don't know who was there with us last night watching on Rumble, the Skull Bros movie night over on Rumble, but we watched Don Q last night. It's basically like Phoebe's life story put into a movie, but you know, with a little spice added to change things up, but it's basically Phoebe.
I am Soul Train, and I see all.
Yeah?
Soon you will have a great big ass.
What?
Side and rear airbags.
Huh?
The devil's bongos. A real juiced up caboose.
I believe we should always believe women, except for the 14 who have made allegations about me.
Who's that going to be? R. Kelly in 20 years? I think we should believe all women, except for the 14 that made allegations against me.
You who labor deserve the extra sausages.
Get him!
No, I don't need medicine.
I'm having trouble finding my camera here. Guys, can we please pick a camera? God damn it, stop this! Still rolling. Still.
Friendly fire! You get caught up in the friendly fire!
We hit our own guy! Our intel was bad! Cover it up! Friendly fire!
We hit our own guy. Our intel was bad. Cover it up. I love that part. That was probably the...
Quick! Get the journalists! Friendly fire!
At first, we loved having a dog on the team, until the coaches realized the weak link was us kids.
Yeah, like Air Bud, but in real life.
We got benched. After that, it was just dogs against dogs, and we watched from the sideline. I just wish there had been a rule that dogs can't play basketball.
It's a Nintendo 64! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Yo, they took those old videos from kids who got like regular Nintendo and Super Nintendo and were going crazy about it back in the 90s and early 80s, and they redid this. This is classic. They got the priest in there exercising them like a demon.
Your mother plays Mario Kart in hell.
Oh, I thought I lit myself on fire for a second there. Hold up. Hold up. Yeah, that was just a little comedy sketch thing. That shit is hilarious. Oh, I gotta share this with you. Hold up.
Flüchtlingsfamilie. Ahmad lebt mit
Normal
seinen
day of a Syrian refugee family. Ahmad lives with his two
beiden Frauen
wives
und 6 Kindern in einem
and 6 children in a small house.
kleinen Häuschen im Landkreis Pinneberg bei Hamburg. Ahmad wollte immer nach Deutschland.
He always wanted.
Hier gibt's die Unterstützung.
Now they give us support. Here they give us support.
Sie geben uns Sozialleistungen.
They give us social benefits.
Sie geben uns dieses Haus.
They give us this house.
Wie viel bekommen Sie im Monat?
How much do you get?
Weiß ich nicht.
I do not know.
Das Geld wird überwiesen.
The money is
Und ich gehe zur
transferred,
Bank
and I go to the bank.
und hebe es ab. Das Haus, in dem Sie leben, hat
The house in which they live has the
die Gemeinde
municipality
gestellt und wird vom
and is paid by the job center. So it's paid by people who fucking work. Let's just be honest here.
Jobcenter bezahlt. Hier ist das Zimmer meiner ersten Frau.
This is the room of my first wife,
Und dagegenüber das meiner zweiten.
and it's opposite of that of my second wife.
5 Zimmer, 2 Bäder und die Küche.
5 rooms, 2 bathrooms, and a kitchen. This dude is living better as somebody who just showed up at it's 8:46 where I'm at, Watcher, but it might be 7:46 where you are. It's 8:46 Eastern right now. So if you're like central, which I think you are, it might be 7:46, yeah.
Wo würde eine dritte Frau schlafen? Dann müsste die Wohnung größer werden.
They said, "Are you going to have any other wives?" He said, "Yeah, but they'll have to give me a bigger house. The apartment would have to be bigger," he said. They gave him a house, a fucking 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom house paid for by the taxpayer. And this dude is, yeah, you're in Central. That's what I thought. And this dude is really thinking of getting another wife and having more kids. And the taxpayers just don't understand that this is not every culture is created the same. Some cultures are better than others, I hate to say, but it's the fucking truth. If you want to come here and assimilate to our culture, cool, more power to you.
Wie genau Bethol, die Erstfrau mit den Kindern, nach Deutschland kam, ist unklar. Das zuständige Bundesamt will sich nicht äußern, aus Datenschutzgründen.
So the office there refuses to speak out on these issues.
Offenbar hatte Ahmad auf Familie
Apparently, Ahmad had complained about family reunification
Zusammenführung geklagt und
and got justice. He told me,
Recht
of
bekommen.
course,
قال لي طبعا نحن بنساعدك.
we will help you.
Der Richter sagte mir,
The judge said to me,
wir helfen dir, deine Frau
we help you to bring your wife here
hierher zu holen.
because we
Denn
know
wir wissen, sie sind Muslim
that
und
you as
dürfen
a
eine,
Muslim
2, 3
are
oder
allowed
4
to
Frauen
marry
heiraten.
3, 4,
Da
5
gibt es von
women,
Seiten des
and then
Gerichts
there's
keinen
no
Widerstand,
objection
dass
from
sie
the
ihre
court.
2
You
Frauen
can
haben. Kinder wollen
bring
sie
your
haben.
second wife. How many children do you want
10,
to have?
20, kein
10,
Problem. Und wie
20,
viele
no
Ehefrauen?
problem. And how many
4.
wives?
Bei
4.
Allah, Friede sei mit
By
ihm.
Allah.
Mittlerweile hat die
First off, just for those who don't know, Allah is Hubal, who they've always in that region of Mecca worshipped ever since they took that god from the Canaanites. And Hubal became Allah. It's just a fact. Everybody knows it. The black stone in Mecca that they all kiss. I mean, this is all pagan worship.
Familie einen Flüchtlingsstatus. Eingeklagt per Gerichtsentscheid. gültig für 3 Jahre. Damit könnte Ahmad auch arbeiten gehen oder zumindest einen Deutschkurs belegen. Der Analphabet will aber lieber bei den Kindern.
But the illiterate prefers to be with the children.
So basically, you got this guy who's apparently illiterate. He's
illiterate. He can't read or write. And they moved him right in their country. Look at the big ass smile. Now, this is Germany. This is fucking Germany, where they call people fascists. You couldn't be fascist in Germany in 2025. You couldn't even be right wing in Germany if you wanted to. They arrest you for retweets in Germany. They do not play. Yeah, I just had to order a new keyboard. I've been using this fucking keyboard, handheld keyboard. It's been driving me nuts for like months. Last night I got a $50 HP keyboard for $10 wireless. Nice. He'll have enough kids for his own soccer team. Yeah, David. While regular citizens have to, same thing here, have to worry about they can't have another kid when they want another kid. Christians, because they actually care for their own kids and this guy's kids. That's what the fucking problem is. People don't realize. They don't realize how big of a problem immigration is in this country, like legal even immigration, not just illegal. The amount of H-1B visas, people that came into this country that are taking jobs from young men and women, and especially young men. I mean, they're crushed right now. They feel down and out. They got these jobs. They were told to learn to code for a decade by the media and every teacher and everyone else. And what did they do? They went and they learned to code. And what good did that do them? Because now they want to go get a job coding, and instead of them getting the job, they're getting turned down while the employers are shipping in H-1B visa holders from India who can't even code. And then some white dude spends the whole day cleaning up the code from the Indian who doesn't know how to code, that got the job, and he brought 8 of his cousins over from India, and they're all working in the place. It's crazy. You guys have no idea how messed up our whole country is. We just become like, I don't know, a welfare center for the entire planet. It's crazy. Like, Ukraine was the breadbasket of Europe, and then it became the breadbasket of Africa. It literally feeds. It's crazy. All these places, like, where how many people we feed all over the planet. Like, working civilizations feed the Western world, And then you have to include places like Japan and other civilized, proper nations. And it's mostly just homogenized nations, to be honest. It's mostly just nations that are a majority of homogenous, alike thinking people, basically. Until you start talking about the Muslim nations, of course. Yeah, when the world flushes the toilet, it ends up here. Good way to put it, David. Let me see. Sybil, go through the legal process and become an American citizen, or fuck off. And even if you do go through the the process, I don't even think we should have a process at this point, Sybil. Too many people have taken advantage of it at this point. It's crazy. We need like a moratorium for a decade or so at least. I don't think people realize that there's literally like 30 million minimum illegal immigrants in this country. I don't know if you know that SNAP benefits, 50% of all the SNAP benefits that we pay, they go to illegal immigrants. 50% of SNAP benefits are going to illegal immigrants. And most people didn't know that until this shutdown happened. So it's crazy. I mean, I know they tax everybody I know like a mother. I know they put people I know in prison for tax evasion. I know they do all that shit. So yeah, 59%. There you go, Sybil. No, it's not 50. It's 59% of illegal immigrants are on SNAP and welfare benefits. But the actual number of SNAP benefits that are being used by non-American citizens, like not people not born in America, it's 50%. So you're looking at 50% of all benefits given out are given to people not born in this country. And this is the problem. I mean, think about it. If you lived in a shithole country and you see that there's a country you can go to and you can get everything in the planet for free forever and everybody will take care of you as long as you cry racism or whatever, then you're going to do it probably. You're not going to stay in a shithole. And guess what? The longer we allow them to keep coming, they're going to keep coming from everywhere on the planet. It's never going to end. Trump is a fucking idiot, MRH. I'm getting really tired of Trump. He's so pro H-1B visa. He wants to bring 600,000 Chinese students in. He's there's too much craziness with Trump. He wants to basically legalize everything. He's a Democrat from 20 years ago, Trump, or 15 years ago, basically. That's all he is. He's just more sane than all these other retards at this point. So, Danny says her son's grandmother did everything the right way. 10 years to get citizenship. Because I think you got to be here for 35 years before you could take the test. No, Danny, they just make you think you have to be here for 35 years because half of them wait 35 years before they even try to get legal citizenship. You can take the test and come in the legal way, and you could be a citizen the first day you come to this country. The problem is most of them come in through the country and then claim asylum, which is illegal. That's not the legal route of citizenship. And then they apply for papers when they're already illegally in the country. So that's the general way. That's probably, to be honest, the way your mother-in-law came in the country. But then she did try to at least do the right thing at some point and do it legally. But uh, the crazy thing is most of them literally come in and then apply. They apply for asylum because at least for like the last 15 years or so, you could just walk into the country and then claim asylum, even if you're not from an actual war-torn country or if you went through 50 other countries that weren't at war before you got here. Yeah, actual citizenship you can get within 5 years, Danny, if you do it legally from your country of origin. So if you're from Mexico and you apply to become an American citizen and you do everything legally in the legitimate way, it takes about 5 years and then you can get your actual citizenship well, at least your green card, and then you come here and you could have a green card for 2 years, Danny, or whatever, and become an actual citizen. So it just depends. If you do it legally, it's about 5 year wait, 5 to 10 year wait, basically, to get into the country. Maybe that's what you were talking about. I'm not sure. Oh, okay, legal the entire time. Yeah, people they come right back, Danny. It's crazy. It's true though. It's the norm. I mean, we've been dealing with that for a long time with Mexico, with Mexican people. So we're kind of used to the Mexican Americans and the Mexican illegals that come here, but it turned into the entire planet coming here in the last 20 years since, airfare got cheaper and all this other shit. And smuggling operations got so wide open with the internet and WhatsApp and all this Telegram and so what's up, Jason? Good to see you, my guy. God bless, man. All right. Let me see. Yeah, they used to be workers, Danny, but now there's a whole new generation of them that are coming here realizing that they can collect the taxpayer benefits just like all the Guatemalans have been, and they're starting to catch on that we don't have to come there and work and send our money home. Like we could just come there and live off of literally people that you know, basically the blood and treasure of your ancestors. It's pretty sad, but it's the truth. I mean, you couldn't do it anywhere else on the planet. I mean, the first world could never go to the third world and get a house for 5 bedrooms, or you could never ever.
I don't know, spilling over the keys.
Oh, Gab.ai came out with a music generator now. It's gonna be a fucking problem.
I used to roll my cart down aisle 3, grinning at the flyer for 2 for 1 cheese. Now it's just cheddar and tongues, I don't know, spilling over the cracks of the polished floor. They stare like I'm a stranger in the land I was born in. Lord, what for? Now I can't go to Costco no more. They've paved the parking lot with whole damn countries galore. No room for my boots in the line by the door. Just palm full of food stamps and dreams on the floor. I miss the red, white, and blue-white sales signs. But bilingual's the only language left that shines. Yeah, I can't go to Costco, my heart's in the store. But my home ain't my home anymore. Remember the rotisserie, cheap as could be. Now it's guarded by a man who don't look like me. I ask for 5, he hands me 4. Says something in a hurry, lets the lady before. My mama told me patience, but this ain't patient times. This is losing the war for the front of the line. Brands, man, I hate them. I just miss the aisles, those natives smell like freedom, and backyard grills and summer child smiles. Now it's all hustle, all pushing, all weight, like the whole wide world showed up and slammed the gate. Yeah, I can't go to Costco no more. Used to feel like church on a warehouse floor. Now it's a packed bazaar in a distant shore. I'm the ghost with a card, can't get through the door. They laugh in lines I can't decode while my soul pays rent in what we rode. I can't go to Costco, my heart's still sore. Cause America don't stock what it sold me before. I can't go to Costco, my heart's still sore. Cause America don't stock what it sold me before. Outroad, spoken over fading harmonica hustle. I sit in the truck outside Gridlock Road. Engine island tears on the wheel going slow. Clutching that car like a tombstone key. Knowing the place that fed me don't feed me for free. And I just pray to God that somewhere out there there's still a lane with my name in the fading glare. Steel guitars all into.
That's hilarious. So that's a Gab.ai Costco song, country song. That's hilarious. All right, hold up. Let me see. I bet you I could find the video. I was gonna show you. There was something that happened in Mexico City not that long ago. Sybil, hold up. I want to show you what would happen if you were an American and you went to another country. So I'm gonna look up Mexico City riots 2025. Here's the first thing that comes up. And this is a leftist, first off, channel. Let's see what happens with this. Hang on. I'm going to share it with you guys. when you go to another country, they
Gringo, go fucking
gentrification.
home. Pero yo no.
The locals in
Gringo,
Mexico
go
City.
the fuck home. This is what happens. So basically, there's been a lot of white Americans or Europeans showing up in Mexico City because of this whole internet thing and people being able to work from the internet now. So there's a whole bunch of American gringos and living in Mexico City because it's cheaper there, and they're spending a bunch of money and they're, enriching their economy. Totally different from what happens vice versa. But these people are mad about it. They're saying that they're raising prices because there's too many gringos, and so basically, you can't win no matter what. If you're a white person and you move in someplace, it's called gentrification. If you move out, it's called white flight. There's no win for the so called white person. And the funniest part is Italians, Irish, we're all considered white regardless, even though we were never white forever until what, 1970 maybe. They might have started considering us white, but uh especially if you're half Irish and half Italian, try being that.
Have began attacking American-owned businesses,
See, they got the Nazi symbols.
blaming foreign residents and remote workers for the rising cost.
Kill a gringo, they're right.
La gente está muy molesta. Y claro, con justa razón.
This is riots. This is from 2025 because they're mad that too many gringos moved to Mexico City. So this is one city that had a small amount of white people show up. You don't think it gets any whiter than Irish, Danny, but you should look at the history of the Irish then, because the Irish were always called not white up until literally, I don't know, the 1960s maybe. You should actually, I have a Irish history I'm going to go over on another live stream I got saved, but so you should show up for that one because you can learn a lot about the Irish.
Esta tarde hubo una marcha en la Ciudad de México contra la gentrificación.
La gentrificación.
Gentrificación. What do you think about gentrification?
About what?
Gentrification.
Gentrification?
Gentrification.
Oh, I think it's important.
Nos están imponiendo otro puto idioma.
No, for sure they burn like a motherfucker, Danny. My girl has a lot of Irish in her and whatever. What else? Polish. So yeah, she burns bad. I get it. But yeah, that's where being half Italian comes in, and then you can tan like it's not even especially Sicilian. You got no problems tanning. So I could sit in the sun for 2 days. I got no problems. So
Nos están chingando en la economía, nos están imponiendo sus costumbres, nos están privando de nuestras costumbres.
Llegaron los norteamericanos, nuestros espacios, nuestra cultura se está viendo amenazada. Decía mi amiga.
our spaces and our cultures are being invaded. As my friend says, my chiquiles are no longer spicy because of you.
Mis
Like, are you
chilaquiles ya no
kidding?
pican por su culpa. ¿Cómo se llaman expats? Expats. Sí. Expats como
Because of
expansión. Expatriotados. Sí, ¿no? Creo que es por eso.
So just so you guys know, that's what they think of you. Because I get tired of hearing like that somehow it's racist. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck if your family's Hispanic and if you've been here for years, if your grandfather was a tunnel rat in Vietnam who, was a Mexican American or Puerto Rican American, because that's mainly who fought, just so that they know, like underground in Vietnam, it was mainly Cuban, Mexican, and Puerto Rican Americans, because they were the only ones small enough to fit into the holes in Vietnam and get down into because Vietnamese people are very small people, and they were the ones who could fit down in there and get into there with the engineers, and it was crazy. But yeah, it's different. They have Mexican pride, like, and they want you to have no American pride. So It's nuts. We don't live in 1990 no more. Even. I mean, people thought 1990 was shit. It was pretty violent in the 90s, I remember, but it wasn't shit. All right, here we could do a quick Irish.
Some political activity, Daniel O'Connell organized the Irish to press for their complete repeal. This finally happened in 1829, an historic event known as the Catholic Emancipation. Economically, the Irish remained very poor, however. Writing in the 1830s, Gustave de Beaumont said,
This is from A Brief History of the Irish. This book was written by uh, famous black scholar, actually, believe it or not. Let me see. Hang on. Wow, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. I know this guy's name like every other day of the week. I shouldn't have smoked so much.
I have
Thomas Sowell. That's who this was.
seen the Indian in his forests and the Negro in his chains, and thought, as I contemplated their pitiable condition, that I saw the very extreme of human wretchedness. But I did not then know the condition of unfortunate Ireland.
So he's saying he saw the Irish in America and he saw the Negroes in their chains and he pitied their conditions, but he did not yet know of how bad the people were living in Ireland.
This was not mere exaggeration for effect. The average slave in the United States had a life expectancy of 36 years.
So if you were a slave in the United States, a black slave, you lived approximately a life expectancy of 36 years. Remember that.
The average Irish peasant, 19.
The average Irishman, 19. So now the average Irishman lived to be about 19 years old at the time that the average slave lived to be about 36. That put that into your frame of thought and think of how light, hard, and tough the life of an Irishman was. And that's saying a lot.
The Irish peasants ate mostly potatoes.
Oh, yeah, that too. So they ate mostly only potatoes, where even slaves got meat weekly or whatever. An Irishman would get to eat meat about once a year. I don't know if he's going to cover that in this book.
And occasionally fish. And many families never saw meat from one year to the next.
Yeah, never saw.
Slaves in the United States ate a wide variety of coarse foods, including low grades of meat and poultry. The Irish lived in mud huts with thatched roofs, and usually no ventilation except the doorway. Slaves lived in log cabins with windows. In the United States, slaves built roaring wood fires in their cabins, but in deforested Ireland, the Irish poor burned turfs from the
because the British had cut down all the forests in Ireland.
bogs. It was considered an unusually cruel slave owner who did not provide mattresses for slaves, but beds were rare among the Irish poor who slept in piles of straw. When the slaves were freed, they were destitute by American standards, but not as poor as the Irish peasants, according to W.E.B. Du Bois.
So there you go. There's a little bit of history. The average Irish peasant was poorer than the slave. So just a little bit of history for people who didn't know that. All right, I'm going to wind it down here. Put on a song real quick. I hope everybody had a good night tonight. Hope everybody's doing well. play a oldie little joint. My AK Slade gaze. Damn, abortion has actually killed more people than every war put together, too, by the way. All right, everybody. Yo, thanks for checking in. Thanks for coming and checking out the show tonight. Like I always say, Christ is King. God bless. Be well. MRH, hit me up tomorrow, bro. And I'll see you all on the next episode. Peace.